What's up, One Piecers? We're here with Ivan to do a deck profile on Smoker for Set 2 Paramount War. Now, first off, Ivan, why Smoker instead of the Sakazuki leader from the starter deck?
Um, Smoker Plus is better and goes into um, leader swings much better than Sakazuki. Sakazuki does clear boards, but at a greater cost, whereas Smoker hits that magic number of 7.
Yeah, attaching one Dawn and gaining 1k for 7 is definitely really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go check out the main deck.
All right, here's your leader. All right, so we'll start from highest to lowest. Triple Kuzan. He is your bomb of the deck. -5 to all character cards, and on play KO 0.
Mm-hmm.
There is a decision-making tree when you get to 10 Dawn that late in the game, so you have to think really hard whether to cast Kuzan or just make plays to build board.
Gotcha.
Right. For Sakazuki's, your spot removal, trashing a card. Deck does run low on hand size, but it does get rid of the problem on board when you're fighting for board. Okay. For me personally, Triple Smoker.
I love the artwork on this card.
It is the nicest artwork. You can't be KO'd by effects, so it makes purple makes them think more with their decision-making tree.
Yeah, they actually have to swing into it, right?
Yep.
Same thing with Jet Pistol. You can't Otama Jet Pistol is, which is pretty relevant as well.
Mm-hmm. And Dawn 1, double attack, 7k, 5 cost. What more can you ask for?
Yeah.
One copy of Hina. Testing this currently. This whole build is beta. There are some lists that play Hina as an extra blocker, but it has a unique way of controlling your opponent's decisions when it comes to attacking. Because on block, you can select a card on the field, and that card can't attack for the turn.
Yeah, this is kind of like the Uta from the Purple Film starter deck in a way. It kind of, I think it's good because like it puts your opponent in a position where they have to play a certain way, and like they can play around this for sure, but if they have a wide board, they kind of can't play around it, right?
Right. It's just extra layer defense if you don't draw a Smoker, or you already have a nice board. Extra blocker will always be perfect for any situation. Okay. Best card in black currently, and probably the most sought after card for Borsalinos.
Yeah, this card, the fact that it can't be Jet Pistol is so toxic, but this card's really, really good.
Yeah. 6k on your opponent's turn, can't be KO'd. Whew. Don't have much to say about it.
Do you ever find times where you swing with this card, or you literally always leave it up for blocking? Maybe I guess if it's like a guaranteed game situation.
Only guaranteed game situation.
Yeah.
This card is extremely important against the Red Zoro matchup, because Red Zoro could just rush you down, but this deck already has a rough matchup against Red.
Right.
In general. For 4-drop Kuzans, on play, draw a card, and attacking, -4 cost. He is one of your bigger bodies that you can play early, and also he doesn't. You actually plus off of this because you increase board size and you get back the card that you played, which is himself.
Yeah, in this game, this guy drawing on play low-key feels unfair. I don't really mean it's too broken, but like it feels unfair coming from Dragon Ball, where like everything draws a card. So this card doing that in this game feels really, really strong.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you too, Joey. All right, and that's the big Marine package, the most important cards. So we get on to the rest of the deck. For Kobe's, the early game spot removal for 3 costs or less. But you have to trash a card in your hand, same thing as Sakazuki. But he could put pressure in the early game because you get to remove a threat or a blocker. And on your next turn, for 1 Dawn, he could swing at leader. Or 2 if it's Whitebeard.
So we're talking a little bit about what the bad matchup for this is. What do you think the good matchups for black are?
In my opinion, Kinemon is pretty good. Because this could spot removal like their play that they make. So there's like your counter to that play. And I feel like blue, particularly maybe not Ivankov, because I haven't tested against Ivankov yet, but it is a pretty strong contender for this format. But overall, you should have like a fairly good matchup besides red.
Gotcha.
Red is definitely like the check to this deck, for sure.
Gotcha.
And disclaimer, by red, I also mean like in the competitive sense and also in the local sense as well.
Gotcha.
Okay. For Smoker, one of the best rares to be printed in this set. Same thing. All Smoker cards apparently currently can't be KO'd by effects. If there's a 0 drop, he gets +2, and he swings straight into Whitebeard without any issues. He puts pressure on board too.
See, I just love how like Smoker in the game seems so broken because he can't be KO'd by skills, and in the show he's kind of mid, but he's one of my favorite characters. So I'm glad in the game they kind of juiced him up a little bit.
Okay, and then 4 2-cost blockers. You currently only have 2 options, so I'm just Rosiante is my choice.
Gotcha.
All right, 2K counters. 4 Garp, 4 Tashigi, and 4 Zuru. Never a moment, or I haven't tested like just casting these yet on board. Usually just 2K counter to survive. Only card I could see being casted is Garp against red, just to check like the small guys, especially if they're going for the full aggro Zoro build. This could contend that nicely. And for 2 Dawn, he does hit leader.
Right. Yeah, 2 Dawn kind of expensive, but like the removal effect definitely not bad.
Okay. And then 3 Helmeppo, the trigger one. Getting like a trigger effect is pretty nice. It helps you build board. And when attacking, you get to subtract 2 from a character, and he gets +2,000 if there's like a 0 cost on field. Not much more to say about him. He's my choice currently. Some people play the 2-cost one, the combo with Sakazuki.
Is this card not super popular in most black decks?
It is not the most popular card in the black deck. I think people prefer the 2-drop one better. This does curve better if you're going first. But if you're going second, definitely the 2-drop is better. But I'm only playing this because it has a trigger effect. And like I said, I want to be prepared for red as much as possible.
And speaking of curve, it seems like in One Piece set too, there's a lot of decks that like want to go first, a lot of decks want to go second. What do you think is like the preferred method for this deck?
I believe going second is correct because it curves nicely into the 10-drop, into your Sakazuki and Borsalinos and your 4-drop Kuzan.
Oh, right, because they're all even number cards. Makes sense.
And then I just play like the 4 5-drops in case I go first to establish board.
Gotcha.
And to tempo out nicely.
Makes sense.
If I don't like Hina, this could probably be like the 4 Smoker, honestly.
Gotcha.
Okay. And to round off the rest of the main deck, Shockwave.
This card's crazy.
This card is one of the best counter cards released, in my opinion. It punishes your opponent super hard, especially if they don't know the matchup really well, and extra layer defense, and it's overall like a nice control design of a card, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. This card low-key makes me want to play black. But anyways, that's the whole deck, Ivan. Thanks for sharing with us. We'll see you next time.